You were brilliant.
Start your Saturdays off with Racing HQ. Catch all the latest from the New South Wales racing scene and join our form experts for key insights, form, previews and more. Every Saturday morning from 6:30 on Sky Thoroughbred Central.
This starts the big races for the 3-year-olds, the San Domenico and the up-and-coming in 2 weeks. The Run to the Rose and the Ming Dynasty a fortnight after that, and then another fortnight after that, the Golden Rose and the Heritage. Here's Darren for the Rosebud.
They're off and Paladin left or right. Nashville Jack was sharp out together with Blitzberg going up to push it early. Paladin will get right behind them in third. Grand Prairie tucking in for cover in fourth. Skyhook gets back to park on the inside of Peleus. So Nashville Jack's going to lead with Blitzberg getting the position outside the front runner. Paladin stalks them third. Then Grand Prairie racing keenly. So Peleus out wide and Skyhook pretty relaxed back at the rear of the field. Nashville Jack a narrow leader from Blitzberg and Peleus. He's really taken hold of the rider there, charging up to third out wide. Then came Paladin, Grand Prairie and Skyhook now easing into a 3-4 wide position, turning for home. Nashville Jack in front by a length to Blitzberg. Paladin goes back to the inside, scraping paint from Peleus, and now Skyhook letting down on the outside and Grand Prairie going right through. They've all found their lanes here. Grand Prairie moved up. Skyhook the outside. They've beaten off Paladin. Skyhook a narrow leader from Grand Prairie. It's Skyhook a neck in front to Grand Prairie, and Skyhook giving weight away all around, and he's still too good. Skyhook by a neck on the line to Grand Prairie. They gap Paladin. They put a space on Nashville Jack as well. Blitzberg dropped out, and Peleus was too strong in the run and weakened out to finish last.
Skyhook right over the top of them with 60.5 kilos. He had to give weight away to the opposition today, and Gerald was worried about that, but he toyed with them in the end. He's won comfortably. Gerald Ryan and Sterling Alexio, Karen McAvoy got very keen there, Corey, in the straight. There was a lot of squeezing going on. Grand Prairie's going to get second and Peloton third. We might go back and watch this replay and just see exactly what happened. We won't know until the head-on comes up, but it got a bit willing in there, well inside of where Skyhook came.
Yeah, I think Grand Prairie actually run in. Tommy Sherry just drifted in slightly at about the 200-metre mark, and they got a little bit cramped for a room. Nashville Jack with Jason Collard on board had to probably just ease out of a fraction, but all honours with the winner.
Here it is here, Corey. Grand Prairie in the Yulong colours. You got Blitzberg in the blue, Nashville Jack, one off the fence, Paladin getting onto the rails now. It hasn't happened yet, but it's coming up.
Yeah, they've just... Paladin's probably drifted out slightly as well, so it's probably from both sides, equal shift, Tom Sherry and Tommy Berry.
So Nashville Jack and Grand Prairie have squeezed Blitzberg as he was going backwards. Skyhook's missed everything.
Yep.
And there's margins there, Corey. Just look at the margins when we get down to the line. Now they're all in a line here. You thought, who's going to win? They've lined up, but when we reach the wire, Skyhook will win comfortably, beating Grand Prairie. And look at the margins. Yeah. Back to Paladin, back to Nashville Jack, back to Blitzberg and Peleus. Well done, Gerald. All honours, especially with the weight.
Yep. I think it was Damien Hay told us a month ago the only horse to win this race with a big weight has been Minari. And then he worked here on Wednesday week ago on the course proper. And Jason has ridden work for me for 10 or 12 years. He said this is the best horse we've had since the Minari.
Really?
Yep.
You did have reservations though today?
Yeah, you'd like to see him on a wet track. I went through all the written tycoons chances on wet tracks, and he hadn't got many wet trackers, but he's had a great prep. He's a horse that doesn't take heaps of work, he doesn't get gross, and he's got the right attitude.
Did he go beyond what you thought he could do as a 2-year-old?
Yeah, I honestly believe we were never going to go to the slipper until he won the Pago. Yeah, I would have. His ideal prep into the slipper would have been if he had won that race at Randwick. He would have gone 3 weeks in the slipper.
Yep.
That's one of the reasons we ran him today in this race, get him up early, because I don't reckon his horse can go 2 weeks apart. I reckon he needs to race a space. So we'll go now 4 weeks into the Run of the Rose and then 2 weeks into the Golden Rose.
Okay. And you look excited about the future of this horse.
He's a good horse. He's a good horse. Like they had a recall entries for the Missile Stakes and ran it today. I was tempted to run him in the Missile Stakes with 52.5 on his back instead of today with 60.5.
Well done.
Thank you.
Congratulations, Kieran. He's buzzy in the yard. What's he like to ride?
He's actually quite nice, Brownie. It didn't deter me to see him like that. I've only sat on him a couple of times at home, but he's a bit of a lad, carries on, but he means well. He just gets excited. And once I got over his neck on the track, he tucked his head and canted around lovely. So I was pretty happy to see that. And he was pretty effective there today.
Did he always feel the winner?
Well, look, he jumped okay, but I must admit I thought I'd be like in the 1, 2, 3 somewhere. When he didn't step great, I had to make a call. Look, do I gun him with 61 on his back or just ride him quiet? So I elected to just ride him a bit quieter. And it paid dividends today, but look, he's versatile like that. So once I got sort of past the 500, to answer your question, he did feel like the winner. Good job with that big weight on his back.